joining me now to discuss this is John Hammond. John, what is going on out there that we need to be worried about?
Well, actually, Jake, there was some amber snow warnings yesterday. So with amber snow warnings, you want to go to the doctor and perhaps drink some more fluids, I suggest. Yeah,
John,
combination of
no,
yellow and amber warnings yesterday. And there was a lot of snow, actually, across the Peak District, up into the Pennines. My house up in Wensleydale, we had a good 4 or 5 inches of snow, and that was drifting around in the strong wind. Things are easing in terms of snowfall. The areas affected by snow now, Jake, are more confined to Scotland, particularly the eastern half of Scotland. Here, still some substantial snow to come up over the high ground, particularly through the rest of the day and into tomorrow morning. But even here, actually, that snow will begin to thaw over the next day or two. And really, Jake, the main message is that as we look further on through next week, we're back to concerns about flooding rather than freezing conditions. And those areas which had quite a lot of snow yesterday through parts of the Peak District, all that water is now being released again down through, for example, the Trent Valley. Residents there might be getting a bit twitchy because this part of the world was badly affected by flooding a few weeks back, and there is going to be a fair bit of snowmelt and some rain to come. So with flood warnings already in their scores across the heart of England, I imagine river levels will get a little bit higher over the next few days with that combination of snowmelt and rainwater. But in terms of snowfall, for the next couple of days, it's Scotland, which is the focus, and particularly the high ground. So the sorts of scenes which you're seeing right now will become more confined to places which are more used to snow, i.e. the high ground of Scotland.
Okay, and although my children will be very disappointed because it's half term and they'd want to be out in the foothills of the Pennines where we live, chucking snowballs and having nice snow days and getting their toboggans out, this issue of flood warnings will really affect people, and we've had quite a lot of them. Where's the best place that people can go and find out if they're affected by these flood warnings, and what's the best action for them to take?
The Environment Agency website has all the warnings in map form and also listed. And of course, if you are in a flood prone area, you can get instant alerts from the Environment Agency via text or email. So if you've got any concerns about flood levels, and I think there will be some concerns given the combination of rainfall and snowmelt, then that's the best source of information. And Environment Agency get regular updates in collaboration with the Met Office in terms of how much water is going to be coming out of the sky. And I think there will be quite a lot of water coming out of the sky over the next week or so. The main message, Jake, for the next week or so is it's back to milder, wetter weather, just as we've seen for much of this winter. There are indications, though, Jake, as we go into the following week, so really the back end of next week and the following week, we're going to see a shift in the weather type, a shift in the jet stream, and we could see that cold air coming back again with an increased chance of snowfall and certainly frost. We're reaching the end of winter, but there are indications that winter might spill on into early spring. So if you're looking forward to an early spring, I know the DAFs are up in some places and the snowdrops as well. They could get a bit of a shock to the system as we go towards the end of February and into early March, because there are indications that we could see a late blast of cold air. Long way off, and certainly over the next few days, it's a milder, wetter and windier prospect.
Thank you, John Hammond, for joining us. Apparently, winter may just have a sting left in her tail.